Hello, everyone. Bendición. Blessed be. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day today. I am back with another pick a card video for you. And I just wanted to say, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you all for your beautiful, beautiful support, for your likes, your shares, for subscribing to the channel. The channel is growing so rapidly, and I'm just blessed. I feel very blessed that you have tuned in, that you've commented, that you have worked with me and listened and watched. I appreciate it, every last one of you. In today's reading, we're going to just go right into it. And I guess one more thing, please do go to my website, www.azurite22.com/shop. And you can see all the different things that are in my shop, including my sweet mint sprays to help clear out any negativity and osobo before you start anything. I sprayed, I prayed, I have my incense going, 2 different incense. You know I love incense on this channel. And, I guess a quick thing. The reason why I like incense so much is that I work with clearly the element of air, and incense goes and transforms the space around it. While I might not cast a circle, an energetic circle as some do, before I start my readings, I clear my space from the front to the back to the front, go through with incense, have my candles lit, which is fire element, but the energy that it puts in the air, it does put heat in the air. It changes the energy. So for me, I start before the reading by laying the foundation of what it is that I want to come out for this reading. I pray over my cards before I use them and ask Spirit to guide my hand and direct me to which cards and which decks we're going to work with in that day. So there's a lot that goes on beforehand, before I do a reading. I don't show it all because, oh my God, you guys would be bored. But I just wanted to mention there is a process to all of this. Okay, today's reading is going to be a quick one. This is what does Spirit have to say to me today? And we are going to use a new deck that I have been working with, a goddess deck. It is quite beautiful. As you know, I don't really do unboxings. It's not something my spirits wanted me. Whoops, don't know if you can hear me. I don't do unboxings so far as something my spirits do not want me to do. But this is the new deck, Goddesses Knowledge Cards. And this one is by Michael Babcock, text and paintings by Susan Sidan Boulay. And I do like these cards. Their focus to me is more about giving you archetypes, giving you a glimpse into what energies you should work with. I used these first during Samhain to ask more about what I should focus on between now and Yule, December, Christmas time. So I wanted to get a message from Spirit for you. We're going to do 3 piles. We're going to use the Goddess deck, we're going to use our Metu Neter deck, and we're going to use our Ask Your Guides. So, Ask Your Guides and Metu Neter. You know how I love my Metu Neter. And we're going to do 3 piles, like I said. I also could do an Ask Your Deck or Pick Your Deck. All right, so why don't we do it like that? We're going to do a Pick Your Deck. We're going to do a Pick Your Deck. So this is the Goddess deck. that we'll pick the message from. This is the Ask Your Guides by Sonia Choquette. Sonia Choquette, Ask Your Guides. And then the Metu Neter, I so don't have this box, the Metu Neter deck. So, 1, 2, or 3. And this is, what does Spirit have to say to me today? What message, what urgent message does Spirit have to speak to me with today? Okay. So pick your deck. For those of you who chose the Goddess deck, for those who are choosing deck 1, the Goddess deck, what is the message Spirit has for you today? What message does Spirit have for you today? What message? Got picked. So this is the card that popped out. And you see? Pele. Pele is the fiery Hawaiian volcano goddess, the daughter of the earth goddess Haimea. Pele came to Hawaii on a boat, killed in a fight with her sister, the ocean. She took refuge in the glowing cauldron of Mount Kailua, where she receives the souls of the dead and regenerates them with fire. In tempestuous relationship with Kampua, the ferocious pig god, she is portrayed as a jealous goddess, her rages manifesting as volcanic eruptions. Revered by Hawaiians even today, she carries the force of the volcano with its molten lava flow. Even in destruction, creates new land. Pele stands for the molten, fierce aspect of life that is unable to do anything halfway. She reminds us that even in the midst of fiery eruption, there is creation and new life. So for those of you who chose pile 1, let me see if I can get a little bit more light so you can see. All right, do you see? That's what she looks like. Got that smoldering eye going on. For those of you who chose this deck, clearly I'm uncoordinated today. You're going through a lot of life changes. Things in your life might be feeling like they're erupting. Things might be, and this is not, it's like, yes, because you received Pele, it's eruptions. But in your life, they're like mini eruptions. Things that you thought were calm just blew up. Things that were calm and cool and collected, there were some heated arguments in there. There were people that functioned differently than they normally do that surprised you. And they function in a very heated way, a fiery way, unlike their normal. Even if it's not fiery, completely opposite their normal. And what happens to you in all of this is you have to find your center. You have to hold on to your truth, who you are, so that even in the midst of all of this, because you chose Pele, that molten fire, that molten lava is not going to harm you. It is there as your protection to show you the things that may have been hidden beneath the surface, slumbering for such a long time that you didn't even really think it was there. Pele is here to show you it is there. It is something that you needed to see, and that is why it is here now. Let it run its course. Allow yourself to see what you didn't see so that you can move and change your life in a different way. It could be a relationship with your best friend, your BFF. It could be your man, your woman, your husband, your wife. Things that, again, underneath the surface, beneath the radar. That's what I keep hearing, beneath the radar. And this is a time of year when things are supposed to go to sleep, right? And now you have this uprising because it is also a Mercury retrograde that we're in, where things come to light. Use this time, use this energy to understand what is going on or what has been going on that you weren't aware of. And now do your due diligence and continue digging with the pieces that you have been shown and get the full picture. Because here you are creating a new life. This is not, again, like it says here, you're not trying to do it halfway. You're trying to do this and fix this and move on. We've just recently had a full moon in Aries. What is that, a month ago? Going into 2 months now. So this is the cycle of starting something new. We're already on it. So this, because the last thing that could have been, hidden from you, now it's not. Use this to start that new life completely the way you are supposed to. You already started it, but this is more. And while upheaval never feels good, never, this is for your highest good. So, fighting with the sister, I wanted to mention that. Fighting with the sister, the ocean. Inside of yourself, make sure that you trust yourself and trust your intuition. Do not allow what is happening outside to deter you from holding on and knowing what you know and believing and trusting what you know. So write down the things. If you wake up from a dream, if you wake up from, just a little reverie during the day, write it down. A little daydream, a stray thought. These things are communications from your own spirit, your spirit guides whispering to you. Do not ignore these things so that you don't fight within yourself with what you already know and have been told. Because maybe you are, trying to ignore certain things. That's the other thing. And that fight that's in this story is the same fight that's within you. All right. I do hope you enjoyed this reading from this beautiful goddess deck. Let me know what you think about it. Leave some comments below. Share what, if you'd like, because I know things are so personal. You could email me directly if you wanted to share certain things, but I'd love to know what you think of this reading. Again, my website is www.azurite22.com/shop. If you'd like to get some incense, if you'd like to get some candles or some spritzes or oils to enhance the things that you're doing in your own spiritual journey. Thank you so much, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye-bye. Okay, for those of you who chose deck 2, which is the Ask Your Guides. What is the urgent message that the Spirit wants to bring to you today? What is the urgent message that Spirit wants to bring to you today? Oh, there it is. No reversals, but this is emphasis on this card. Victory, divine helpers, community, and spiritual ancestors. So whatever it is you are working on at this moment, you are going to be victorious. Look at how beautiful. Look at the stars raining down. This is a yes. Whatever it is, this is an absolute yes. You're getting divine help. Look at the flowers. Look at the stars. Heaven is reaching down and working with you on this. The only precaution that I would say is try to make sure that you share the spotlight. Yes, the spotlight is on you, but there are others that helped you to get there. They're watching, but they're also helping. Make sure that it's not all about you and that you share that, because guess what? This is a continued. I keep feeling like this is a milestone, but there is a next step, a next level, the next plateau. And you're going to need those who helped you to get here, because no one is an island. We all work together. We all strive to get to some place. Not taking away from your victory at all. At all. Because you spearheaded this. You pushed this. You're the one that made it happen, whether it is in your personal life, a personal victory. Because look at just this past weekend, we had the marathon and all of those success stories of the work that was put in and how much time and effort to get there. And then the rewards were shared with, their village, the one who won. You have so much to offer. All I'm saying to you for this is there is a larger and bigger picture that you may not have even gone to yet, or you didn't think you were ready for. You are actually ready for it. So make sure that you incorporate that larger picture now, because now that you've reached this, it's now time to go on to the next one. And of course, what do we have next? Community. And the emphasis is on community because it was in reverse, and your spiritual ancestors. So it's time to work with your spiritual family. As you see the large crowd there, you see that? All of those people hand in hand towards a common goal at the center, that glowing light. So work towards that thing. If you need others to help you, start enlisting or tap on them and tell them it's time now. Somebody out there, I'm just going to say, someone out there is thinking about IVF. I'm not even sure where this is coming from. It is now time to pull in that team of specialists, that team of doctors to help you. It is that time, because you may not have all of the finances towards that, but you will be victorious now. This is a good time to be able to harvest your eggs and be able to do all of the things that need to happen. So that is a message probably for just one or two people, but I clearly see the team of specialists and doctors all working, and this is a very auspicious time for that. Clearly, because spiritual ancestors, the ancestor that is coming through, or the ancestors that are coming through, want to be born in this time frame, and this is the start of it. This is the seeding process. So that basically they're born in springtime, towards the end of spring, beginning of summer, which is a beautiful time because you're following the circadian rhythms of the planet, actually. Okay. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do let me know your thoughts on this. Like, share, and continue to subscribe. Thank you so much. And you can reach out to me via email at 22azurite@gmail.com or on my website, www.azurite22.com. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye. Okay. For those of you who chose deck 3, the Metu Neter, what is the urgent message from Spirit? What is the urgent message from Spirit right now? What is the urgent message from Spirit right now for those of you who chose deck 3, the Metu Neter? What is the urgent message from Spirit who chose, for those of you who chose deck 3? What is the urgent message from Spirit for those of you who chose deck 3? What is the urgent message from Spirit who chose deck 3? No reversals on this deck. Oser Tamaat Geb Tu Chayas. So for those of you who chose this deck, there is an identification with yourself, with the person, meaning whatever the situation is, whatever argument happened, because it feels like there's an argument, because why else would you be, feeling like, I'm in the right, this is, you're wrong, because there's some discussion that is not going the way you'd like it to go, or the way either person or the people in the situation want it to go. Right now you're feeling like they're wronging me or they've wronged me, and I really don't feel like dealing with them and all of that. At this moment in time, I'm just saying what is there, what Spirit is saying. Geb is the physical body. So in this situation, you're just like upset. You feel wronged. You don't want anybody to, really comfort you, say anything to you. They try and approach you, you like shrug them off. This is all about get the ick away from me, okay? That's how you're feeling right now. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong. That's just where it is. We can ask what's happening in this situation. We can ask for how am I supposed to feel? What is truth? Yeah. What is the right thing to do in this situation? What is truth in this situation? What is truth in this situation? Yeah, you're upset about it, but what is truth? What is truth in this situation? Okay. So what is truth in this situation? It seems like somebody did something that was too fast. They just jumped the gun. They just ran ahead and did it. They didn't really communicate with anybody. It seemed like they did it behind people's back, that it was real sneaky, it was real low. And you didn't appreciate it. And they're trying to say, oh, but, maybe you didn't get back to me. Or they're just straight up lying. With this kind of combination, there's a lot of heat. There's a lot of subterfuge going on. So you're perfectly in the right for being upset at what the heck is going on here. So the truth of the matter has to be brought out. If you have factual information, and from this, there may be a paper trail, there may be email, there may be text, there may be conversations that were had with different people that do not match up. These things need to be tracked and traced and brought out into the open. And right now, because you're so upset, you're not really seeing, come on, let's get to the root of it. Let's solve this thing. Let's bring it together so that everybody who needs to know needs to know. Does this situation need to have authority figures brought in? Does this situation need to have authority figures brought in? Does this situation need to have authority figures brought in? No. No authority figures. Because this is probably a personal situation. This is probably he say, she say, could be a third party kind of situation or an attempted third party situation. So, yeah, with that Gebtem Ma'at, yeah, somebody was, and Nekabet yeah, definitely somebody like trying to sneak behind the back. And while it appears on the surface that something did happen, it may not be exactly what you thought it was, but it's heading that way. And I mean, because if authority figures, meaning anybody who can really address the situation, does not need to be brought in. But the thing is, it is in the personal realm, because Gebtem is how you feel, what's going on, your emotions, your heart, your feelings, that kind of thing. So you're going to have to cool off. You're going to have to kind of like back up. You're going to need your own space for a minute. The truth has to come out. You have to get the details. You have to understand what really happened and find out if this transgression, misstep, misdeed was something that is truly at the heart of it, or was there a quarrel that prompted the other person to do X, Y, and Z? And see, that's an issue, because if quote unquote just a quarrel will make them go out and do something stupid, what the heck will happen when real life situations come up? You know what I'm saying? So you have to watch the actions. This speaks of immaturity in the way this person handled it. So is that something that you need to know? Yes. Is that something you have to address? Only you can say that. So there's a lot going on in this situation, and it's more about how you want to move in this situation. You're pissed, you're upset, you have every right to be, but it's telling you something about the person. So pay attention, figure out what's most important to you, because you have to know what your priorities are. If your priorities are, I just want to have fun with them anyway, and that's not a big deal to me, the reason why you're in it is because you just want to have fun. So it don't matter. So what is it really that you're in there for? But if you're in there for the long haul and underhanded crap clearly doesn't go with the long haul, then you've got a conversation that has to be had. Or not. Or just step away. You have to decide, because the situation is pretty clear. But what do you want out of it? That's really what this is about. So this is the reading for those of you who chose pile 3. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please do let me know your thoughts on it, and continue to please like, share, and subscribe, and comment. I love, love, love your comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ashe, blessed be. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.